Welcome back to Better Living. I'm joined now by Dr. Marlene Welch from Faces Skin Health Experts. I frankly enjoyed it better when I was in your place last time than sitting here in my own studio. It's much prettier at your place than it is at mine.
I love going to work every day.
It's so nice inside. It really is. So we're going to talk about something today that sometimes women feel like it's kind of taboo to talk about, and that's breast augmentation. That word didn't want to come out of my mouth. I think people feel like it's kind of taboo because there have been some people who have perhaps not done it the right way, and that makes it a funny topic or something that they think is not good. But you can have breast augmentation and do it in a very natural looking, flattering way. That's the word I'm looking for. A very flattering way, can't you?
Yes, absolutely. I think part of it is we're in the Midwest, so we don't have that LA kind of aesthetic standard where the implants are so big, and I think that's what gives it such a bad name. And placing implants or breast augmentation can be done in a very natural way. Most women who come are women who actually have very little breast tissue at all, and they feel like they look like a 12-year-old boy, and they want to just look natural and normal, really. So while they are increasing the volume of their breasts, they're actually making it to a normal, taking themselves to a normal place, not to a huge place. Another reason that women will actually get breast augmentation that sometimes we don't think about is that if you've had children, a lot of us get deflated, whether you breastfed or not. And again, that woman is just wanting to return to the size she was before she had her kids.
There are certainly a lot of those situations. Another situation, if somebody loses a lot of weight, sometimes that can be a real issue. I've heard lots of women say, I've lost some weight, but I feel like it's all gone out of my chest. That's not where I wanted it to leave from.
Yes, so one reason to get breast implants is to make the breast larger. Another one would be to rejuvenate the breast after children. Another is if your breasts have started to sag a little bit, an implant can actually bring them back up. In a situation where someone has lost a lot of breast tissue though and lost a lot of weight, sometimes you need a lift too. So an implant, yes, but maybe a lift as well.
Well, and that's why it's important to see somebody like you because you can tell me what it is I really need.
Yes, for sure. Yes, that consultation is very important, and oftentimes I will even have women come in twice because I think one of the biggest issues is what you mentioned, the size I want to be, like how I want to look. And so I have women come a second time just to be absolutely sure we know what size she wants.
So does it matter what size someone is?
No.
I mean, so if you are an A cup or if you are a D cup, if that's what you want, does it matter? Can both those sizes do that?
Oh, yes, absolutely they can. And I think that was another thing that I have to bring up is that a lot of women will come in and they'll say they want to be this magical C cup. And I think that the important thing is the size that they want to be in their clothes. I'm actually less focused on that A, B, C, D, and more interested in where they want to look afterwards.
Let's talk about what you do. You brought something with you.
I did bring a gel implant with me.
I'm going to feel it just because
you can.
It's soft and it's very pliable, perhaps.
It is.
So it will look natural. You can make it look very natural.
Yes, you can make it look very natural. There are different kinds of implants that can accomplish different things. Sometimes we have saline implants, and you can certainly use a saline implant and overfill it and create a very unnatural look, or you can use a saline implant and make a very natural look. There are gel implants like this one, which are very soft to the feel, can create a very nice appearance. And there's actually this new implant that people call the gummy bear implant. I don't know if you've heard about it, but it is a form stable implant. Again, beyond the scope of what we can talk about today, but there are different implants, and it's a good conversation to have with the plastic surgeon about what kind would be best for them.
Well, and it is because how you want to look is probably going to depend on what implant you get. And you just made a very good point. It's a conversation you need to have with a plastic surgeon. It's very important that you go to somebody who is certified in plastic surgery to do a breast augmentation.
Yes, I can't emphasize that enough, and I've said it so many times here. I mean, I'm not the only board certified plastic surgeon in town, so I'm not just trying to say, hey, I'm the only one. I just want women to go to someone who has had a lot of experience with breast surgery and has board certification in plastic surgery, because I think that's just a level of skill and expertise that's virtually guaranteed if they have that.
Very important. Now, what can somebody expect if they come in and have implants done? what kind of recovery? I used to remember, you know, you can't pick, I would hear people talk about, I can't lift anything for, I don't remember how long, 8 weeks or 12 weeks, or what kind of recovery period is there?
So a lot of it depends on where the implant goes. So you can put the implant under the breast itself or under the muscle, so the recovery will be greater. If it's under the muscle, it's just a little more uncomfortable. And I would say overall, most of us don't want you doing anything bouncy, like no running, jumping, skipping, hopping, anything like that for a couple, 3 weeks, because you want to make sure that it doesn't stress the scar, and you also don't want the implant to move once you've placed it.
What about this? You mentioned the scar. I mean, is the scar kind of hidden? How bad is the scar? Can I wear a bikini and not worry about it still?
Yeah, so in order to get the implant in, unfortunately, there is a scar, but the key is, like you said, camouflage it. So the most common place to put it is in the crease underneath the breast, kind of where the bra line sits. So if you put it there, your bikini is going to cover it. So that's called an inframammary incision, pretty common. Another one is the dark area on the breast. Around there, you can put a scar as well, but that will be visible. And then the other one is in the axilla or in the armpit.
Oh, okay.
So that can go there as well. That becomes a little funny because if you put your arms up at the beach, you can sort of have to explain what that scar is too.
Why do I have a scar under my arm? That's a conversation I don't necessarily want to have. Now you mentioned the under the muscle or under the breast tissue, because I've heard both things. But that's all something you can cover in a consultation.
Absolutely. That's why a consultation is really important. And these are the kinds of questions that you want to ask the plastic surgeon. Where is my scar going to be? Where are you going to put the implant? You know, what's my recovery going to be like? What kind of choices of implants do I have?
Well, if you are interested in breast augmentation, all you have to do is call Faces Skin Health Experts to get that consultation process started. We'll be right back.